Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius. Please keep in mind that it is a general reading. That means it may or it may not resonate with you. So the first thing that they urge me to say is that relationships do not come with guarantees. And so that's for this person here. Okay? Relationships do not come with guarantees, and they want that guarantee before they step through that archway. The archway represents the opportunity. Look how they're fully armored and they've got that big shield in front of them. This is somebody who's afraid to get hurt. They want it, but they're afraid to get hurt, and so they may try to well, I think what has happened is that they did try to control things. It's like my way or the highway. And because of that mentality, they ended up here alone. And this is what they need to see. There's no guarantee when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. The wheel says you take one step and I'll show you the next. So, you cannot know this outcome before you get there. And getting there requires work. It requires effort. So this person is sitting here, okay, looking at the Wheel of Fortune. The invitation is definitely there. The wheel's in the upright, but there is a learning curve to this. And I think that there are many things for this person to learn in this experience, okay, that they are having. I feel like they did indeed. I feel like this is the same king. It's part of his energy. I feel like he tried to control how the wind blows or how it was going to blow, because the Seven of Swords, which is here, is about something that was planned right down to the tiniest detail, and yet it failed. Okay, that's because they planned it. They planned it alone. A couple is two people. They planned it, and it didn't go to plan because they tried to control the other person. They tried to control how the wind blows. And that is not how a couple works. Okay, and that's why the Four of Wands is in the reverse. But judgment follows, so I feel if lessons are learned, there can definitely be another chance, So, but something needs to be seen by this king here. And we have his match down here, so we have his queen as well. So we do have the couple. Both are in the upright. I feel like he needs to, and I'm saying he and she because I'm going by the characters on the card, okay? And this is a general reading. So just to make that clear, okay? So, but I mean the he could be a she, is what I'm trying to say. So he, this king, right? He's fully guarded, fully armored. He's thinking, well, look at him sitting here at the table, he or she. Why didn't this work out? I had it planned to the tiniest little detail. So this can be like self-deception, refusing to see something or avoiding to see or to look at something. How I ended up here alone. But it's sitting on top of the wheel. This is where what they need to really look at. How did I end up here alone? Why didn't my plan work? So, and now they're worried with the mice here that they're not going to get another chance. And they want it. With the butterfly, they want to try to transform something. The butterfly can also indicate as well with the wheel that this is happening for a reason and something is emerging or transforming, and that could definitely be something within them. Okay. Now, you also have the divine showing up here. Oh, on top of the, yep. So this person is prone to overthinking things, imagine things when it comes to love, when it comes to the heart. Um, and they need to find out why. You know, it's why the wheel came out first. All right. And so, um, how did I get here? If they can answer that question, they can find their way out and to this opportunity that awaits them. And so the clock is saying timing is important. It could also be saying that somebody's hesitating, which is this person for sure, because what they want is to know the outcome before they take a step. And they can't. The wheel already right away tells us that you can't know the outcome until you step into the experience and you take one step at a time. One step shows you the next, because it requires effort. It requires work. You know, there's there's no guarantees that come with this, because this is something uh, that you need to constantly nurture if you want it to grow. I mean, if this person stops nurturing it, well, for sure it's not going to grow. If this person tries to control it, that's for sure it's not going to grow. Okay, so looking for a solution. With the sun here, I feel like there is a solution, that they will see what they need to see. Okay, when it comes to this, what I see in front of me is a ring in reverse. So clarity about this situation, this breakup. I think that either they are beginning to see what they need to see, where all their fears come from. This person is prone to rash behavior, overreacting, and it is because of past experiences that still bleed, that still haunt them, that have never been healed. So they either are beginning to see where their mistake was made and what they need to do, or they need to see this. Okay, because the child is gives us a different or new perspective on a situation. So looking back in the book, okay, there's a book that is open here to a specific page down here. Okay, and it is, you can see the writing on the pages. So a different perspective on something that has happened that's already been written will show you the way. Pay attention to the signs, says the clock and the star. All right, and the wheel. This is happening for a reason, and I kind of feel like it's giving this person a wake-up call. Okay, so this person could be procrastinating uh, about all of this. Okay, um, seeing clearly or needing to comes up again. Yeah, see, being locked in a certain mindset, holding back out of fear. Fear that if they step into this and they don't have this control, that it's not, they're not going to get what they want, and they're going to get their heart broken. There's no guarantees in love. Sometimes you just got to grab the bull by the horns, take that leap of faith, go for it. So a leap of faith is required here. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. See, this person, they want to know the bigger picture. They've been hurt before, and now they want the bigger picture and some kind of guarantee probably. And you see how they're heavily burdened when it comes to a specific direction, hope for a direction, when it comes to a wish. We see that there was an attack, and the other person didn't really know where it was coming from because they seem to be blind to what this person is attacking them with or for. Um, and so I feel like this person would have expected them to know, but I mean, how could they if they don't tell them? They don't open up easily, this person. They just react. Okay? They've got buttons. They just react. But I feel like they have some very deep feelings for the other person. I don't have the Ace of Cups here, but I do feel that there is love here. But I feel like this person is damaged and didn't heal. Okay, and they need to see how they ended up here alone so they can learn from it and make things better, make improvements. Okay. Um, this can go back to the deep past because this is a card of family. In when you're talking about time, it indicates a long time or a long time ago. Okay. Um, they're looking at this. They're looking at something that they wish to create, something that got started but not finished, and see how he looks up at the top, but he's missing all this part. And this is what they're saying, you know, you cannot know the outcome. Oh, he wishes he could see. He wishes he could see the outcome to this uh, before he, continues the work. But he can't, So he must decide, is he going to take that leap of faith or not? Because the clock is ticking. All right. So he's struggling and he's guarded. So what we see is him wanting to clear up what made him angry. He's got a guilty conscience. That's good because that tells me that he knows what he did wrong. Okay? He knows what he did wrong when it came to this, but what he needs to understand is why he did it. Why he did it. Because that will help him uh, to learn from it. And it's about a lesson and learning from it and carrying that lesson forward. So he wants to talk, wants to clear things up. Okay, but he cannot miss this part. Okay, you see, he cannot miss this part. There's important steps that he cannot miss for this happy outcome to happen. Okay, so he must take this one step at a time, and each step will show him the next that he must take. And so uh, I feel like he's going to definitely take that first step because a message comes. A message comes, and this is about the decision. Uh, Look at this. This is about a decision for the future, for this couple. Okay. So they are going to try to clear up what made them angry. You're going to hear about this. Um, the devil is in the reverse, okay, which is good, but it still has some power over him. This is going to be a process, okay. Um, So they let you slip away because of something they've done or something they didn't take care of. Now they want you back, but they cannot skip steps and they cannot know the outcome. Okay, there's no guarantee. And the fact that there is no guarantee, and because they're still carrying these wounds, that's what makes them flighty, like that butterfly, you know. So, so it's like a work in progress. Okay, so a message will come. If this is your story, you will hear about this. Okay, so with the clock, timing is important. This can be an important decision. It can be saying when it comes to relationships that one must learn patience and that not all or not everything goes to plan. You see, and that's what this was all about. They had it planned to the tiniest detail. Problem is, they were the only one planning. This is a relationship. A relationship means two people. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.